Hey, my Patreon followers, how are you guys doing? Patreon and YouTube followers, because this is going to be on YouTube. Um, so I have a rating set up for you guys. I'm just going to wing it. It's a random rating. Okay. It's a past, present, and future and slash and outcome rating. So decided to go on ahead and use the Goddess Tarot by Chris Walder. Oh, I guess I could do that. Well, you can't really see it. Never mind. And then I decided to use the Lover's Path Tarot, also by Chris Walder. So I got these paired up for you guys. I wish you guys could see it. I didn't shuffle it. I actually shuffled it ahead of time. So once I get my shit together, you guys are going to be able to see it next time. Okay? So for the past, we have the Princess of Staffs. And for this card, we see a lack of energy, depression, um, creative block. We have someone that's really struggling trying to get their ideas or projects into motion. We have someone that's sluggish, someone that I felt like it's talking about me, but it's also talking about you guys. So we could just rock that same boat, okay? But yeah, it's some people would call it laziness. Some people would call it a depression. Whether you can call it a major depression or a manic depression, it doesn't matter. Some people would say that this is a suppression or compression of energy. This is the fire card, okay? This is about ideas before they come into manifestation. So these are just ideas. These are thoughts. These are seeds. Not even able to manifest itself. It's even like going as far as to say that even the seed itself is a non-existent factor. It's like you're on empty and you're trying to start your car, but you can't because for some reason there's something wrong with your car. You might have gas in it, you might have oil in it, or maybe you might need an oil change. Um, it could be electricity. Maybe you need to hotwire your car, maybe start it up, get it ignited. Um, this is just me going right off the bat, using my logic, using my using some empathy, but it's really just like understanding. I'm not really tuning into much. It's just reality, not yet being set in stone, you know? It gives off that kind of a vibe, especially as the Princess of Staffs. The Princess of Staffs is actually the Page of Wands, but this is in reverse, so there's like a creative blockage, an ideology blockage. Um, I am not going to edit that, not unless I use TikTok. But yeah, there's just a lot going on in your mind that prohibits you from being proactive, energetically speaking. Just like even when I was yawning, it's kind of like that kind of energy, you know. Its pair is the world Gaia in reverse as well. So a lot of your achievements is not it hasn't manifested. It hasn't even, like, if you can talk about having a career, thinking about a career, you could be thinking about having a child. You can think about, I don't know, trying to get your dreams. Ooh, your dreams are your goals. It's been a while, you guys. I apologize. Well, should I really be sorry if I'm actually falling asleep or feeling tired about doing these readings? This kind of line of work is really exhausting though, for real. And it's just my allergies and just whatever the fuck makes me sleepy. So I apologize. I'm gonna apologize to you guys. But like, yeah, incompletion, things not being set in stone, manifestation is lacking creativity. You lack creativity to manifest your desires, your passions, your dreams, your goals, your business and ventures. Okay, even when it comes to the wands, it's like an idea of partnership, like two of wands. Even the two of wands is about partnership in business ventures and like having ideas come into fruition because you are sharing something with someone else, so it's far more likely to get done more quickly, you know. But that's what the fire card is. That's what it represents. And because it's a page card, you guys are lacking your youthful energy. There's a message about your venture that's also that you also need to know about. So there's some bad news about your business ventures. Some of you guys in your projects might be sloppy, or it might be falling apart, or it might be hard for you to kick jumpstart your goals, whether it's exhaustion of energy. um I mean, if you're anything like me and you've gone through manic depression, it just sucks the very life out of you. So if you lost that spark in you that you used to have when you were a kid, it's definitely about that as well. Like I said, business ventures is definitely being blocked, especially when it comes to the page also being the messenger person, the messenger carrier. They're like the messenger bird, but you get it. What this is also implying is that some of you guys have also not been trying to get outside, which is also me. You know, it's you got to get outside. You got to be proactive, especially if you want to achieve your goals and dreams. Uh, what I would recommend is that you contact Gaia or Gaia, depending on the pronunciation, and work with the earth in helping you to establish your ability to manifest all the things that you desire. Okay? So that's the past. Yay. So your present. Yeah, Seven of Coins in reverse. And then you have the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, and if you weren't struggling in the past, or even if you were struggling in the past, now that you're living in the here and now, everything is slowly manifesting itself. And even then, it's kind of like it's still a manifestation block. A lot of you guys are feeling impatient right now, trying to get your goals set into stone. Okay? Some of you guys, because our health is intertwined with our jobs and our careers, and if we don't get a job or a career, we don't get the health benefits. So some of you guys, your health may also be waning, if I can say that. It could be falling apart. It could be deteriorating. Um, Sorry. One thing is for sure, you guys, is that the Pentacles card is the Earth card. And the Earth card is the end result of all of the things that came before it. And that was just a thought. That was just an idea. That was just a dream. Uh, yeah, all of that is coming into fruition within the Pentacles, the Earth card. So whenever you hear about health, It's about your, well, whenever you hear about the Earth card, it's all about physical manifestations. Actually, it starts off like a seed and then it becomes a flower, or it could be like a seedling and then it goes into a little branch and then it expands and becomes a tree. So that's what the Pentacles card represents. Now, the wands that I was just describing to you guys is more energy based. But that one's still like the thought process of, oh, okay, this is an idea. This hasn't even had a form. This doesn't have a body yet. This is still uncontainable. This is still unrestrainable. This is still like, imagine fire, just like, I want to use the word encompassing, but like, it's almost like a forest fire. You have a bonfire, or you just have just like that little place where you have your fire, well, not fireplace, but you know, when you go camping and you have that little spot where you put your fire in it. It's a lot like that, but just imagine it just kind of like the wind got really, really hectic and somebody was crazy enough to throw some oil in there, and then it just like explodes and expands and it just consumes the forest. That's what I mean by energy. Energy can be maintained, it could be restrained, it could be controlled, but energy is energy. So sometimes you can lack it, but that's if you don't feed into it. But if you feed into it, it's going to expand and it's going to burst or combust and or explode and or expand, and it can consume you. It can consume everything. Fire burns. Fire is the most unmanageable energy and element. So like it's not like Earth. Earth is physical, tangible. You can touch it, but you can't touch air. You can't touch water. You can feel water. You can touch water, but it's still like you have to use a solidified object to be able to carry water. Even air is intangible. You can't touch it. You can feel it, but you can't touch it. Fire, you can touch it, but you'll get burned. Fire is definitely something that is uncontrollable out of all the elements, but is only the first compared to water, compared to air. They're all three of those elements are dangerous, but nonetheless, it still has its good moments, its soothing moments, just like Earth. But Earth requires time before it can destroy any and everything, right? Patience, right? Lack of patience is the other three elements. Sometimes it's patience and sometimes it's just impatient. Earth is very patient, but it's very time consuming. Before you can manifest anything, it's just you gotta wait it out. And a lot of you guys right here and right now are feeling like, is it worth it? Can I continue to pursue it? Is it something worth investing? This is your life, your time, your energy that you're investing into this project, this idea, your health, even your financial investments, trying to explode that and try to be able to care for your family. All of that is time and energy that you have to feed into it. But you guys are feeling incredibly impatient. Prince of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is about taking action. So you guys are very, very slow. Not all of you guys are going to be completely slow, but energy differentiates from person to person. So when you have the Pentacles in reverse, it's not you taking your time. It's you being impatient. Impatient from wanting to wait and watch and listen to Mother Nature, or to how things actually produce and become more solidified. Okay? So you got two earth cards. These are solidifiable elements. These you can deconstruct, destroy, but it takes materials in order for you to do that. um Again, it's solidified. So you get your earthquakes, you get your landslides, you get your mudslides, you get your avalanches, you know, and it's just kind of like, that's just all there is to it. It's just crazy. It spirals out of control and then it comes right back in. Earth has a way of moving, which is complete opposite of how fire, air, and water move. For earth to move, it takes time. But you're a very impatient person. Clearly, very impatient. Even the Knight of Pentacles is supposed to be patient. They're in pursuit of their manifesting their dreams and their goals, but you lack the patience. You got two impatient cards here, you know? So this is the present. The future, you have the fertility card. Mother Gaia or Venus, depending on which deck you may have. This is the fertility card. This is the mother card. Okay, the Empress card. So for the future, men or women, you're going to feel quite motherly about whatever it is that you're trying to create and pursue and manifest. You're going to want to protect it. You want to care for it. You want to nurture it. You want to make sure it comes into fruition. We pair this card off with the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, which is restlessness. You know, it's more of that energy. It's just like you got a fire card from the past, which is the Princess of Staffs. Then you got two earth cards, you know, and then you got a air card, and then you got uh the Empress card, which could be oh, which could be Venus. Like again, it depends on which deck you're looking into, or it could be Earth, like Mother Gaia, Mother Nature. But it depends. It could be Hera because she's the goddess of marriage and or fertility, I believe. But I don't recall because I'm getting sleepy, drowsy, and it's been a while since I actually learned that shit. You know, but you do have restlessness. You look at this. You have both a man and a woman here. You got some cats. Well, you got more cats than dogs. Well, no. You got cats. You got cats all over the damn place. There are two lions here. One's a father lion and one's a baby cub. And then you got two domestic cats. So this is a card of independence. Okay, so even if you are a motherly person with or a person with a motherly energy, very attentive, very intuitive, very caring, very nurturing, very loving, enduring, very passionate, very patient. You still got that independent thing going on for you, but you're not so independent where you can't have a partner. Okay, and that's a good sign. But you are feeling restless. You are feeling restless. So you got to meditate in the future. What your future is going to look like in regards to motherhood. It doesn't have to just be about having children. It's about what project and what it is that you're trying to care for. Can you hold on, please? Hey, I'm back. Let's talk about the future outcome. We got the King of Coins, and we pair that off with the Judgment card in reverse. Okay? So, King of Coins. So, this is a man who who's got everything. He is living a life of leisure. He's very well cared for, he's very good with his money. He's very wise. He's the end result of the King of Wands, the King of Cups, and the King of Swords. He's the physical, tangible character out of the four court cards. Okay, so he's definitely someone that's reliable. He's definitely someone that uh, that's very attentive. He's a father too. You know, got that fatherly vibe about him, fatherly energy. This can be for women as well, as long as it's not toxic. So this is positive masculine energy at its finest. Very well cared for, very attentive, very loving, you know, and you got like a lot of earth cards. So, yeah. And when you pair that off with the judgment in reverse, the judgment is all about the quest. So judgment isn't like you're being judged by people, is even though you can call it that, like karma, or somebody being a dick, being criticized, being ridiculed. That would be the judgment card in reverse. Um, but it can also be you not listening to your calling. You're not following your calling. When someone is making a request of you, you're just like not in it. You're not hearing what they're trying to tell you to do, so you can do it to obtain this character, the king of manifestation. And it's not just mental or emotional or idealistic uh, uh, manifestations. This is a physical manifestation. Just imagine these cards, right? They started off as a seed, they started off in your head as a thought, they started as an epiphany, and then you decided, I would like to see this come into fruition. How do I want to create this card? How do I want to give it a physical body? I have an idea, I have some emotional attachments to it. Um, I'm feeling logical or analytical about my approach to this, but you know, how can I give it a physical body? And that's where this comes into fruition. Okay, you got the King of Pentacles, so the outcome is looking good for you. But the thing is that you're being covered or paired with the lack of listening skills to listen to when you're being called to do something. So not a lot of you guys are following your passions, your dreams. Um, some of you guys just have jobs. Some of you guys got careers. And some of you guys may actually love what you do. But the thing is that there is this particular calling that is very specific and that is specifically designed just for you. Okay? So, I forgot his name. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I had to get the Bible. So, I'm trying to look up for this guy. The calling, right? I'm talking about the calling for judgment or the lack of a calling. And I want to tell you the story about this man who was called to do something, but he wasn't listening. He wasn't trying to go where God was telling him to go. So what wound up happening is God decided to send his ass all the way to West Hell just so he can be in the mouth of a whale, and the whale will take his ass exactly where he was supposed to be, because he was needed there. So your career, your dreams, your goals, whatever the fuck you think you're supposed to do, is not what you're supposed to do. You're being called to do something that you don't really want to do, which is why the judgment card is in reverse, and which is why I'm trying to tell you guys this story. But as a part two, I'm going to give you guys the story. I'm gonna have to look into it, but I told you the tidbits, but I really want to give you the story, and because I don't really remember the man's name. All I remember is that God had requested him to do something that he either didn't want to do or was afraid of doing. He was supposed to go to this very dangerous place, and he just didn't have as much confidence and faith in himself in being able to establish that and get that done. And so God directed him into the mouth of a whale and shipped him all the way to the place where he was called to do his duty. So I forgot the name, so I was trying to look into it, but I couldn't. So part two will be coming up, all right? Because my thing is flashing. All right, peace out. See you guys next time. Bye.